4 minutes left. I think this might be the last one, part 13.
So I think the risk worth taking.
Again, never forget to finish that sentence. Risk that comes with no consequences to the person advocating for it. Just like the people who say, well, no, once we kick it back to the states, as far as abortion, everything will be great, says the person who will never have to have an abortion.
Second, any one of the strange and powerful mutant or superhero personalities that have gathered themselves around Trump, as well as the Donald himself, could go seriously wrong. They are all strong-willed, charismatic, terribly able people, all of whom appear more than capable of pushing their way forward.
And God knows that's what a team is made out of. Just dozens of type A people pushing their way through over each other's loudest objections and exercises of individuated power. That's every team I've ever been on. It's just been all type A aggressive types.
Even when in error, and to hell with the consequences. Such is the proclivity of genuine movers and shakers. However, this is much more likely to happen in isolation. The six of them together, Trump, Musk, Kennedy, Gabbard, Ramaswamy, and Vance, should be able to keep every single member in check. And that bodes well for the creativity, productivity, and stability of the future Trump X-Men team administration. And wouldn't it be a relief to Donald J., who is starting to be an older man?
Fun way to say the dementia's really fucking kicking in. And again, this fantasy that can only come from fascist apologetics, where everything is pie in the sky and everything's going to work out exactly as you pontificate. The idea that this team is just going to coalesce and moderate when it didn't happen already, didn't happen as a matter of course or probability in the meantime already, through their interactions with each other, it's all been ass kissing of the ring because they know where the power broker lies, and then they do whatever they do in the background. And also, leaving aside that everything they say suffers from the same rhetorical flourishes and bullshit that Peterson is performing right now. It doesn't mean anything. It means everything and anything and left and right of what it has to keep them in the spotlight, to keep them getting sympathetic digressions like this.
To have some people around him he could admire and who could really help him and who respect and listen to him and who could necessarily and voluntarily bear some of what is obviously just too much responsibility and possibility for one man. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, wouldn't it be insanely interesting? Wouldn't it be, in a word, fun?
No!
Wouldn't all you daring and oh-so cinema-obsessed theatrical Americans,
wouldn't you, caricatured version of the population, be just so enthused to turn your life into a dramatic fucking movie?
love to have the adventure that such a mutant group of strange personalities running the show would offer?
I woke up every day under Trump filled with dread. I checked the news every morning terrified that something crazier than batshit was going to happen, and then when it did, the next crazier than batshit thing fucking happened, and thank whatever entity or force in the universe that you want that we didn't all completely burn the fuck down. But I would never want to go back to that fucking existence. I would never want to sit there and wake up and think to myself, Jesus fucking Christ, what did he say? What did he do again?
For the next 4 years or longer? Trump?
Yeah, as long as he survives when he fucking destroys every last safeguard we have. Let's just nonchalantly posit that as fun.
Musk, Kennedy, Gabbard, Ramaswamy, Vance? That's a dream team by the standards of anyone looking for a wild and compelling show.
Or who's sick of the fucking nightmare that has become American politics.
God only knows what, with that same God's help, they could accomplish. Every single one of those people
has got some magical sky daddy force whispering in their ear, like you, about the self-righteousness of their cause, which should terrify any thinking, evidence-based person.
Is remarkable in their own right. Everyone a person whom it has been a privilege to watch, hear, and to some degree get to know. It is for such reasons, for what it is worth, that I hereby and wholeheartedly endorse the Trump X-Men team. I truly can't imagine anything more exciting and absurd than their ascendance.
Did that not just feel like a weird Dr. Evil kind of lick lip and finger machinate? Like, we're already in the movie. This is the movie where he's out here giving the evil, malevolent fucking speech and spin room bullshit, and then like his body betrays him.
Any possible political event more preposterous and compelling, any future I could look forward to with more on the edge of my seat excitement, that's a great and amazing opportunity.
To watch everyone fucking burn after you've got yours, and to see the chaos that gets wrought because you don't know how to responsibly run with the power that you've been given.
Remember this, however, remarkable as they are, those DC-bound X-Men are going to need plenty of help, and all of you watching and listening should understand that failure looms unless you are there to do your part. Seriously, it's not for nothing that you are all sovereign citizens of a free and remarkable state.
You're actually, I don't know if he's deploying sovereign citizen there specifically, but no, you are a citizen of the United States. The sovereign citizens are the crazy people who get arrested by the those we give power in the society.
Charged with the responsibility and opportunity of your own governance. Start by voting. If all of you who are undecided just took up that initial light mantle of citizenship and headed to the booths, or all of you too cynical above it all and faux cool to bother, the whole world could change, and in a remarkable way. This is going to be a thin margin of victory or defeat, one way or another. Don't let what you hope for vanish in consequence of your inaction. Play your part in bringing the Trump X-Men team to DC, and let the cards fall where they may. What new possibilities might be revealed? What new opportunities might emerge? What vistas of productive peace be established if these 6 people took the reins? I want to be around just to see it.
He literally won't even acknowledge the consequences we've already experienced. If you were to put to him any amount of past legislation, dollar amounts that have changed hands, control of resources, if you want to measure environmental impacts or shifts just globally and why the economy looks the way it does, none of this interests Peterson. He's not an expert in any of these areas. They have nothing to do with his agenda or ratcheting up attention for his message. These are all the things you need to bear in mind when you hear him do this, whatever you want to call this, beyond fascist apologetics. It's embarrassing. It's dangerous. It's ridiculous. It's exasperating. It takes me 14 videos to scratch the surface of the way it needs to be unpacked for most people just kind of tucking in and going, "Go, Jordan, I love the way you say the things I feel." This is the battle. This is the nature of what you're up against if you want an evidence-based, reasonable, more rational future. It's fucks like this laundering the most dangerous shit we do as a species.
On with the show.
It's all just a show and fun and games to them.